Hi, here we want to make a very basic multiplayer LAN game in Unity. Let's design the environment first. Create a new terrain and adjust its size. Put two cubes around the edges to act as borders so the players don't fall off the world. As this is a car race, I also placed the finish line. Now let's download Mirror from GitHub so we can make the game multiplayer. You can either download and import it directly or go to Package Manager and add it from a Git URL. If you're using an older Unity version, make sure you download a compatible version of Mirror. Some old versions can be imported easily as a Unity package. Since this is a simple tutorial, you can use a cube as a player, but I will use two cars to make the game look better without needing animations. Add an empty game object and call it NetworkManager. From Add Component, add NetworkManager, NetworkManager, HUD. To move the car, let's write a simple script. If you run the game now, these buttons should appear on the screen automatically. Give both cars a rigid body and a collider. Select both cars and add Network Identity, Network Transform. Now drag and drop both cars into the project window to create prefabs, then delete them from the scene. Let's return to the car script. Instead of inheriting from mono behavior, the class must inherit from network behavior. We define the speed and turn speed variables for the car. Inside the update function, make sure to write if is not local player, then return. This line ensures that each player can only control their own car. Without it, every player would be able to control every car in the game. Then write the code for car movement. Select both car prefabs and attach the script to them. Next, we need another script called Car Network Manager. Inside it, define references to the car1 and car2 prefabs, as well as an index variable. The class must inherit from Network Manager. This gives us access to the onServerAddPlayer function. Here, we want to spawn the correct car according to the index. The first player who joins the game will receive the first car prefab. Add this script to the Network Manager game object. You will need to remove the components we added before, then add our custom Network Manager script and Network Manager HUD again. Assign the car prefabs in the inspector. To prevent some common spawning issues, assign one of the car prefabs as the player prefab. Now if you click Host, the first car should appear. However, we also want the camera to follow each player's car. So let's create a camera follow script. This script should also inherit from network behavior. We define the transform of the car we want to follow as well as an offset value. We can adjust the offset later. Inside the start, write if it's not local player, then return. This line prevents the camera script from running on cars that belong to other players. Each client only controls its own camera. Inside late update, the camera's position and look at target are updated according to the car. Look at rotates the camera so it always faces the target object. Make sure you have a camera in the scene tagged as main camera. Then add the camera follow script to both car prefabs. Adjust the camera offset until you get a good viewing angle. Since we want the winner for this game, let's create another script for the finish line. We use onTriggerInter to detect which car reached the finish line first. Then we write a function to announce the winner. This function must be marked with client or PC. This allows the server to send the winner message to all connected clients. You can create a fancy UI later, but for now, a simple debug.log is enough. Give the finish line a collider with isTrigger enable and attach the finish line script to it. Now, if a car touches the finish line, it should display that car 1 wins or car 2. Return to the Network Manager. Inside, register the spawnable prefabs. Drag and drop both car prefabs. Since car 2 was already selected as a player prefab, simply duplicate it and use the duplicate as the second registered prefab if needed. In the network transform component of each car, make sure client authority is enabled. To test multiplayer on some PC, build a game. Use the Unity editor as player 1 and builds game as player 2. The first instance should click host. The second instance should click client. Now each player can control their own car independently. In the console, you should see messages such as a car 2 wins. If you want to test the game on two different PCs, you need to find the IP address of the host computer. Open the Start menu, type CMD, and open Command Prompt, then type ipconfig. Look for the IPv4 address. The number shown there is the host local IP address. On a second PC or laptop, enter that IP address instead of the local host when configuring. Now both computers should be connected and each player can control their own car across the local network. Thanks for watching. Bye.